Hey everyone, if you are a celebratory type of person, you probably know that this week marks the start of the holiday season in the United States. Thanksgiving happens later this week and Black Friday does as well, which is the biggest shopping day of the season. But unfortunately, the holiday season isn't all sugar plums and holiday cheer. There can actually be some really negative things that happen around the holidays when it comes to internet safety and cybersecurity and things like that. So that's what we're gonna cover today. We're gonna share 5 quick tips that you can make sure that you're using throughout the rest of the holiday season and really all year round. So first things first, if you are planning to do any shopping on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, you just want to make sure that you do so cautiously. Now, going out to malls and things like that are typically pretty low risk if you're just paying with cash or using your credit card, but when it comes to online, now that's where safety can definitely be a bit of a concern. Make sure that you're not placing any orders while you're on public Wi-Fi or entering in your credit card anywhere when you're on public Wi-Fi. Make sure that you also don't save your credit card number to your computer. That's not so good when it comes to security. You might even want to use something like Apple Pay or PayPal to add kind of another additional layer of security to your credit card details. Another thing to keep in mind is maybe using a VPN. If you work from a coffee shop a lot or work from a co-working space that's really busy and you plan to do a lot of shopping this holiday season, it might be in your best interest to go ahead and use a VPN. We actually wrote an article that covers some of the benefits of using a VPN as well as some other kind of public Wi-Fi tips. So we're gonna leave that in the description box down below. A second tip, if your kids are home from school, make sure you know what they're up to. So I'm sure that you trust your children and that is wonderful, but unfortunately the internet isn't always the nicest place to be for kids. And considering your children are going to be spending a lot more time at home over these next few months with all of the holidays coming up and shorter school days and holiday breaks and things like that. So make sure to set usage limits for the internet so that they're not spending their entire holiday break online. Make sure that you also know who their friends are and talk to them regularly about the types of things that they're doing online and the types of people that they're interacting with. Cyberbullying is a real problem nowadays, and we would hate for your kid to be a part of it on either side. You can also use our tool Marple to keep track of your children's name and make sure that you know whenever their names pop up online and search so that you can kind of take a look at that and see what that's all about. We'll talk a little bit more about Marple later on in this video, but for now, let's head on to tip number 3. So speaking of children using social media wisely, you should really be doing the same. Think about it. Would you let your neighbors know exactly when you're gonna be out of town or exactly how much money you're spending online for expensive orders that are gonna be arriving to your house? Unless they're really good friends and really close neighbors, probably not. So make sure that you treat the internet the same way. One of the big mistakes a lot of people make is announcing on social media, hey, we're going home for the holidays for 3 weeks, which means our house is gonna be attended for 3 weeks. And although it would be great if we could trust people, unfortunately, the world can sometimes be a bit of a scary place. So make sure that you're just being smart about what you're announcing on social media, especially when it comes to leaving your house unattended, leaving packages unattended, spending lots of money. You just don't want to attract the wrong kinds of people. Number 4, err on the side of caution. Now this is really for anything, it's getting darker earlier nowadays at this time of year, so make sure that you're, being smart and going out in groups if you can, but also when it comes to internet safety specifically, make sure to double check your emails. Your email inbox is going to be flooded, especially for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So make sure that before you enter in your credit card details anywhere, you know that it's coming from a reputable source. Just remember to check the reply address to be sure that it's not a phishing attempt and it's coming from a real retailer or somebody who you really want to give your money to. And also the holidays are a great time to give back, and giving to charity is an amazing thing to do all year round, but it's something that a lot of people like to do during the holidays. Again, err on the side of caution, do your research. When these things come through your social feeds or through your email inbox, just be sure to do a little bit of research on the organization and make sure that it's something you really want to support and that it's really legitimate. And lastly, we touched on this earlier when it comes to children, but make sure you know what's being said about you online. This is something that you should really be doing all year long, But the holidays can be a time that people are particularly vulnerable to fraudulent attacks, unfortunately. So it's super easy to do with our tool. It's called Marple. You just go ahead and sign up for free. You get one search term for free, and you can choose either your name, your child's name, your email address, your company name, your phone number, whatever it is that you want to keep track of. Then what we'll do is we'll send you a notification whenever we see search results about that term pop up, and you can take a look at them, make sure that they're legitimate. If there's anything concerning, you can report it or even mark it negative. So it's a great tool to use, like we said, all year round, but especially during times when you might be a little bit more vulnerable to any type of attack or fraud. It just gives you another extra layer of security, and it's also great for personal branding, which a lot of people are going to be thinking about starting new jobs or new businesses in the new year, so it's a good time to go ahead and get a head start on that. So we hope this video was helpful. Just a couple of quick tips to keep you safe this holiday season. If it was helpful for you, be sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe to our channel. We post videos every single week, and we will see you around for the next one. Bye.